It is 9:45 on your Thursday morning, and we have a face that you'll definitely recognize in studio this morning. Sean Astin, the actor, director, writer. You know him from Rudy, The Goonies, Lord of the Rings trilogy. And thank you for bringing the rain back to Seattle.
It is my absolute pleasure. Just a little something.
Yeah, just a little something. He has a new movie out, Unleashed, and we'll chat about that in just a few minutes. It's great to have you here. And
it's great to be here.
What a great career you have had. It's been a long time coming now. Yeah. You grew up in a Hollywood family, son of Patty Duke, John Astin. Yeah. So how did that shape your childhood and your career? Because you got started early. You were like, what, 13?
I was young, even younger than that. My mom and I did I remember those after-school specials where it was like an issue of the week kind of thing. So the first thing I did, I was 8 with my mom.
Wow.
You know, I mean, like all kids, your parents' values are like just absorbed into you somehow. So my mother's thing that I really revere about what she sort of gave to me is a work ethic. You know, you show up, you know what you're doing, you're on time, you're professional. That like discipline is something that she...
Even when you're 8?
Yeah, I mean, she was chill about it when I was 8, but you know, you need direction. Like you need some sort of thing. And when you show up and you're going to be on camera and, you know, you don't want to look like an idiot. And I remember looking at her like, you know, what am I supposed to do? And she just said, you hit your mark and you know your lines.
Yeah.
And that like set me up for my entire life. And then my dad, John Astin, who is 87, he's teaching drama at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. His thing was always create value. It's a weird thing to hear.
Create value.
And, well, that's what I asked him. He said, you have to figure it out on your own. But like, you know, be alive, do something, you know, contribute. You know, contribute to whatever, to your family, to your work, to society, to whatever. Like, create value. Don't be an energy suck in the universe, you know. And
that is such a great thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on now. You in the upcoming season of Stranger Things, you have a role, and it's such a wonderful show, and the kid actors are great. And I imagine
they know that. They know the professionalism thing.
See, and that's I wanted to ask you about that because they're wonderful child actors.
Yeah.
And you were one as well. So I wonder if that's, you know, if you enjoy that, if you're able to kind of... You know,
yeah, my mom always, that's another thing with my mom, is you learn, and I'm sure this is true in every profession, but in the acting profession, when you are a performer and you come around and there's an older performer, you demonstrate respect. And if you're a reporter, like, you know, I'm 46, is that middle age? Am I middle aged? Yeah. So
no,
I don't know. I might live to 90 something, but no. Then and you meet younger performers. Your responsibility to the kind of craft is to lead by example. And yet with these kids on Stranger Things, they are stone cold professionals. They know exactly what they're doing. They're emotionally right there. They don't seem kind of burdened by everything that's going on with the whole, like, you know, it's a globally successful phenomenon, and they seem to be wearing that pretty well. So, yeah, I was grateful that I got to be a part of it.
How about the craft of acting for you? Is it something that you kind of picked up by osmosis? Was it something that you learned on the job, or did you actually spend a lot of time studying?
All of the above. All the above. When I was 18 and I did Memphis Belle, which was a World War II movie, I got back to Los Angeles.
I remember that.
You remember that one?
Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah, that was Harry's first, I think, on-camera movie.
Yeah, it was great.
We love each other. Harry's just awesome. But when I got back from that, I realized that just being comfortable in front of the camera wasn't going to be enough. I'd actually have to develop some sort of technique or approach, or, you know, really kind of study the craft a little bit. So I was able to do that formally. And so, yeah, I mean, you just keep slogging on.
All right, so I want to talk to you about the new film, Unleashed, just opened Friday, romantic comedy, unique plot, too.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, it's just a little sliver of joy. It's basically, you know, this the actress Kate Micucci has these pets, and they get accidentally let out of her apartment by me. I let the dog and cat out, and it's a star-crossed night, and something happens, and they become humans. The cat and the dog turn into humans, and all they really want is to get back to Kate, to get back to their master. But of course, they're stunning looking guys. They're not just like schlubby guys. So when they come back, it's like they're kind of eligible bachelors, and then maybe she's going to date them. And the basic idea is, like, we have these relationships with our pets that are so powerful, but, like, you know, what does it really mean? You know, like, you can love your pet, but can you love your pet? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
no, the answer is no.
Line.
Let me just,
Right.
you know, I don't want to spoiler alert, but no. So it's just a sweet little movie. There's one scene where the actor Justin is a cat, and she comes forward, and he goes, no, don't come to me. I'll come to you. You know, and it's like everybody watches. That's exactly what my cat is like.
I could chat for hours with you, and it's fortunate that you're here, because tonight you're going to be in Tacoma for an evening with Sean Astin, talking about your career, your activism, your famous parents. So what can folks expect in general?
You know, they can expect me to be totally blunt and honest. That's what they can expect. And it's an opportunity for people who, you know, there's so many different kinds of people who come to these things. You know, people who want to get into performing arts or get their kids into it. Some people loved my parents and they want to come find out about that. Other people were diehard Lord of the Rings fans, or, you know, it's funny when the Rudy fans, like a big hulking guy who doesn't want to admit that he cried in the movie, is sitting next to a girl who is a Samwise Gamgee fan. But it's just a chance to just share. It's a sharing opportunity. So, and as an actor, we're very good at sharing.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing with us,
Thank you.
Sean Astin.
Bill,
Great to have you here this morning. Appreciate it.
Ladies.
And tickets to an evening with Sean Astin, as you saw, in Tacoma, available at eventbrite.com, and a portion of the proceeds go to Northwest Spay and Neuter Center. And as I mentioned, Sean's latest movie, Unleashed, available for download right now on Amazon. All right, Casey, over to you.